a prolific Barbadian author. William Gittins is his name. William, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Excellent,
You,
excellent.
how was Elsa for you?
Uh, it was a challenge, but I made the adjustment. I recognize that we live in the tropics. These things will happen, and I've been preparing for systems since January this year because,
Really?
yes, because I'm aware that the season starts in June, and I should not wait until the last minute to be preparing. So I've been doing a whole set of things, stocking up on things, cleaning the place, and doing the things I'm supposed to do, so that when this time come, I would not be caught napping.
Well, clearly there's a lot we need to learn from your example right away, Mr. Gittins. Now, I'm told this morning because the number was updated that you're now produced and published 228 books, 115 podcasts. Where do you find the time?
I find the time because I love what I do, and I'm a very disciplined person. I suspect that my discipline came from the way that my parents brought me up and having spent 9 years in the Barbados Regiment as a soldier.
Wow, that's a tremendous amount of discipline for 228 books, honestly. Because 228 books, are there 228 ideas or are a number of books a part of a collection?
A bit of both. But let me explain a little bit to you. Um, this didn't happen overnight. Just to give a history, the genesis of my writing is predicated on an expression made on the day I graduated in 1995 by the late Dr. Joseph Drew, who was my advisor and mentor during my academic tenure at New Jersey City University. Dr. Drew requested me to continue writing when I returned to Barbados. The profoundness of Dr. Drew's statement not only became a lived experience 5 years later, but it became a cultural conversation. In 2000, I came to a juncture which required analysis. When I meditated on the Creator about the path I should pursue, I remembered Dr. Drew's statement, continue writing when you return to Barbados. In a sense, my cognition was activated and I started writing. And from the time I started writing, it became infectious. So between the period 2000 to 221, I wrote approximately 228 books, 45 of which are cultural novels. It should be noted that my first publication is titled Images of Yesteryear in Barbados, and the 228th publication is entitled The Nature of Culture.
And what's your pen name?
My pen name would be Dev Grow. That name came to my mind in 1972 when I wanted to find some type of an ethos that will take me forward. And if you break down the word dev grow, dev means development, and grow means grow. So when you combine both words, you get the word development and growth.
Dev Grow is your pen name. And so we pick up, is it that we can pick up the books and turn the pages and read? Where do we find your work?
My work is found on an academic site called academia.edu. Academia.edu. By the way, academic.edu has invited me to review papers, and I accepted the challenge. And today I am currently reviewing papers for academic.edu.
So you really have not stopped. You're just continuing to produce and produce and produce. So a lot of the work that you have written, as we can find, as you said, on academic.edu, is it in the space of academia or is it just for fun reading at any given time of day? What kind of work would you describe it to be?
I would describe my work as reference work because there are students and professors from 852 international universities that source my work. And by the way, this work is impacting people in 1,718 cities, 169 countries.
How do you know?
Academic.edu provides statistics. So every so often they would send me an update as to how the books are doing, which country is benefiting, and things like that.
Interesting. So a lot of it is reference work, and it's referencing Barbados
They just
experiences?
culture.
Just
My team
Barbadian culture
is
or culture in general?
no culture in general, holistically,
Okay.
because
So
because culture is a way of life.
yes, it is. It is. So if I were to go on to academic.edu to search for some reference on the Barbadian culture, what would I find?
You would find, looking quickly, you will find this book. This is one. You will find this one. You will find this one. It's a comparative analysis of Barbadians.
Yes.
You would find this one. So this is the kind of stuff you will find on academia.edu.
Now that's a lot of work that you've put out so far. 228 publications, and they're not. This is not 228 pages. These are 228 publications of many pages. This is great work. So, in terms
Thank you
of
very much.
in terms of publishing, you would write and just submit to the website academic.edu, and then it's published from there. How does it work?
Well, when I first started, my books were hard copies. But then I recognized if I'm going to meet global citizens all over the world, I must do something about that. So then I decided to have my books prepared as e-publications, a link. So what I did, I made the transition. So when I complete a publication, all I have to do is to press a button and it's uploaded straight to the academic site.
All right. So is this something that if I wanted to go right now to check, would I have to do some kind of registration or anything, or can I just simply get onto it right away?
Once you make connection with the academic site, they will ask you for your name, and if you're attending the university and things like that.
Okay.
And then you're on, and
All
you
right,
can
cool.
download as much as you want.
Now you see that you have me so interested now to go find out more about this. Academic.edu,
EDU.
William Gittins is his name, and we can find his work right there. I'm curious about the Barbadian stories that I want to be able to read about. So I want to
There's
thank
lots of
you.
Barbadian.
Go ahead.
There's lots of Barbadian stories on there. There's one I have there for little children called illustrations, and they are sketches that you can download and you can color. They have
Right.
lots of. You have the current Prime Minister.
Yes.
You have Sir Grantley Adams. So there are lots of images there that people can download for children and
Yes.
color as well.
So they get to know about our history, but they also get to paint in the pictures of the people who
Yes.
help us to be who we are. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Mr. Gittins, for introducing us to this. Academic.edu is where you can find his work. Just a simple process of logging in and getting your acceptance, and then you're good to go to enjoy much of his work as well. Well done, sir, and all the best to you for the future.